Hey there, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here. Well, it's time for another Tools and Tech Tuesday, and a whole lot of you have been interested in the T-Mobile home internet, so I thought I would give a quick update on what I've been experiencing since I've had it. If you've seen the previous videos in this playlist, you'll know that I've had good and bad results from this service. I would say that the speeds in the previous videos are pretty indicative of what I've still been getting, usually in the 40s or 50 megabit range for download. I did a quick test just before recording and I was getting 30 megabits down, 5 up, and about a 60 millisecond ping. That is a little lower than average for me, but then on the other hand, there are other people using the internet in the house right now, so that can skew your numbers down a little bit and make them look a little worse than they normally would. Now let's talk about the thumbnail. Why do I have a sledgehammer over this thing in the thumbnail? And that's because sometimes I feel like smashing it when it slows down quite a bit. It doesn't seem to be explainable as to any certain time or connected to any certain events. It just seems to happen randomly. It'll slow right down. It doesn't go completely out, but it'll be pretty slow. If you watch Sneed Mobile Tech, you'll notice that he has the same issue. He'll have random slowdowns. I watched one video where he was getting like 800 and some kilobits down, and that is less than 1 megabit. That's pretty bad by today's standards. 20 years ago, you'd probably be elated to have that kind of speed on a regular basis, but by today's standards, it's just not very good. Mine doesn't seem to slow down that much, but it's enough to be frustrating. It seems to be random times of the day, although usually in the morning. It might last 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or an hour. What's odd is, when this happens, if I turn off Wi-Fi on my phone and I go ahead and test my speed, I'm usually at my normal 40 or 50 something megabits per second, and I'm still on T-Mobile. I'm not sure if this thing is getting warm and it just slows down to cool itself down, or there's some other issue with it, or if there's some issue with the service. But I'm going to do some experimentation. I'm going to put maybe a fan blowing up through this, and we'll see if that makes any difference. I'm still recommending this service to friends and family because I'm overall happy with it. I usually get pretty good speeds. When it does slow down, it doesn't go all the way out like Comcast and AT&T did on me. It's less than half of anything else we have around here. It's unlimited for $50. When I had Comcast, it was going out every day, sometimes multiple times a day, and not just slowing down, it was completely out. The lights would change on the modem and everything. I should point out that I'm not yet on 5G in my neighborhood with T-Mobile, but I would think that the speeds would increase when they update the towers. And T-Mobile claims to be updating their towers at the rate of over 1,000 towers a month. So hopefully I'll have 5G here soon. All in all, if you're looking for an internet service provider and this is available in your area, I do think that it's worth a look. If you have any questions for me, drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for being here. Well, it's time for another Tools and Tech Tuesday, and so it's... I would say that the speeds that you've seen in my previous videos in the 40 to 50. I did a quick test just before recording and I was getting 30 megabit down, 60